Hey YouTube, what is up? How is everybody doing today? I hope your days are going good and your lives are going even better than that. We are going to be jumping into the one and only the atmospheric black metal masters known as Mole. I fucking adore the Jord album. It's one of my favourite albums within that specific genre of music. They're just so amazing to listen to. They just help with any kind of emotions you're going through. And I've been going through a bit of a hard time, and so I've been like just diving back into my doom, to my atmospherics, just to kind of get some meaningful songs, just to get into my shop. I listen to a lot of Broom, a lot of just the whole Jord album in fucking general, man, and it's just interesting, to say the very least. It's just like, I don't know, I just need something that's just a bit darker, a bit gloomier, something that's a bit more atmospheric, man. So we're going to jump straight into the song known as Photophobic. I will force it, but you're going to see the notepad on the side of it, so if that annoys you, that's your problem, I guess. So let's jump into the show, man. Let's go. Whoa, that is a fucking start and a half, man. They're going very much more into a black metal rather than even atmospheric, man. Like, Jordan's very atmospheric. This is going to be very different to that. Well, not every song in Jordan was atmospheric. It was, most of them were, but not all of them, to be fair. So I can't really say that. We're still going to dive straight into the lyrics, man. The lyrics are so important within doom, man. It's about, or within the atmospheric black metal. It's so important, as the as music is itself. So, lift up your sun, obey your instincts to flee, to hide, in phasing flight. As in, lift up your own sun, your own will, your own passion, so obey your instincts to flee. Everyone's basic human instinct is to flee, is to hide, is to go away from a fight, is to keep going away from it, to be a sheep that is undone, to be portrayed in meekness with your will, into the endless night. The sheep is what a lot of people call people who just follow the crowd, the people who just follow everybody else, who don't have their own theories in life. They just do what everybody else does, just like keep their head down, have no personality with anything, and just are literally a sheep following the herd of the human race. And that's what a lot of people believe that kind of thing is. And they are being, and then you being betrayed within the meekness, with the meekness of your will, the will not being very strong, and the endless night. You could imagine it being a depression. The endless night could be a depression, a darkness, something inside your mind that's just really, really deep and dark, and just making you fuck up in so many different ways. And then, of course, you have joy, you itch, you have lower than sorrow, you have behind, and then you blind. You have joy, you hiss, you have lowered and soured, you have denied, and you have blind. And it's all going to keep going in, I would imagine, man. So let's keep going into this. Is just my personal opinion on the lyrics. There could be many different versions of what this could mean. This is just what I'm kind of getting from it as I'm listening to it for the very first time. And either way, let's keep going with the show. I'm gonna go back a little bit, man, just because it's very, very important. The video itself is so amazingly done. I don't know if you're catching it. Maybe you will. I have no idea. But this is literally about that person right there, that dude right there, wherever you can see my hand. But that dude is a manifestation of his own internal struggle, of his depression, of that coming about the box he took out. That's wrapped around that. That's his darkest thoughts. That's his darkest desires. That's his darkest everything. And it's taking them and using them against him, and he's trying to take them back and run away with them and keep them very much safe. And it's such an interesting, very, very well-made video, man. That is so fucking awesome. But still, I love the change when it goes into kind of like the chorus, but when it's starting to go more into that really fast black metal style, man, just into that, into the night, into the detriment, into the light, coerce you into the bright, flood me with sentiment, into the light, I curse you. As in, it's trying to say, as he's going into light, he's trying to bring those thoughts into the light, to get rid of them, to go through them, to be able to throw them up, to flood it with sentiment, to curse it away from himself. And then he goes into the abused by solace, they're drowning in the bright, caroused with comfort, and then swallowed by the night. And as in, abused by the solace, by the evening, by the night time coming in, by the depression, by the darkness coming in, and then drowning off in the brightness, caroused with comfort because it's light, because you're awake, because there's no thoughts that are harming you, until you are once again swallowed by the night. And that is where we're up to right now, man. This is such a good fucking song. It's crazy. Either way, let's keep going. That is so pretty with that female voice. Fucking hell. Boy, this is such a deep song. So basically, he ran out of the room with this box, right? He went to go hide. He went to go into the room. He looks into a mirror. That mirror showed him melting almost. It felt like he saw him changing and deforming and changing. That's another kind of depression. You can't. When you look at yourself in the mirror, you don't see yourself. You see the worst version. You see only the flaws, the horrible bits, everything like that. And it just takes over your life, and it's literally just one of those things you can't really go without, and it's just one of those things that you can't help but see of yourself. It's one of those things that makes sad things and depression so hard to deal with, and it's just amazing just to hear it and see it portrayed so well within this song, within this video. It's just like, I don't know, but like that's why I fucking adore doom, black metal, and atmospheric music, because it kind of gives a voice to those dark feelings. It gives a voice to those depressive vibes, to those vibes that you have when you're sad and when you're feeling like shit, and for whatever reason, man. And it's just like, you literally, it gives a voice to it, it gives something amazing to it, man. But still, where did we even get to? Oh, there we go. Lift up your sun, mocking the distance, to flight unseen, out of sight, through the halls unrung, carry your weakness and your will into the endless night. As in, through the halls unrung, through the halls of your mind, you are carrying your weakness, your will to keep going, but also your weakness to keep going through the depression at the same time, into the endless depression, into the endless nights. We've already gone through that bit. It's just all the things you're feeling as you're going through it. And then we're literally where we are now, until it feels like the waves are sighing, and we're going into that beautiful female part, man. Either way, let's keep going. So I'm not going to pause it after this because I'm just going to enjoy and listen to the rest of the song. As for the most part, it just feels like it's just the same theme, but it feels like. But before we even go into the lyrics, did you see when he went up to the ledge of the stairs? He looked over as if he was about to jump, like tempting himself, daring himself in order to do it, shaking his head, thinking, "No, I can't do that." And running around the stairs and trying to go down and down and down, and that's where this comes. It feels like waves are soaring. The waves of his mind, of his thoughts are soaring. It feels like lies are singing, as in the lies of what his mind is telling him is singing. It's telling him all of the bad shit that he's thinking, going through his head, going through everybody's head. And I wish you would not notice, and I wish you would not notice, as in, I wish the darkness inside of my own head would not notice all of this shit happening. I wish it wouldn't make me go lower and low and low again, lower and low and low again, as in I'm drowning him, making him go lower and lower and lower in his own mental fortitude, in his own mental agony, in his depression, into all of that, and it's just so epically done. And Mole has created another fucking masterpiece with this. Just me breaking this down is just like, I'm getting such chills just from when things are clicking as I'm watching and listening and seeing. It's just so fucking beautiful, man. Either way, let's end this song amazingly. Kudos to that fucking actor, man. That actor did such a good fucking job, man. He deserves mad respect. Mole deserved to pay him a fucking million, cajillion, fucking whatever dollars, euros, whatever the fuck, man. He did such a good job of portraying the song. It was so powerful just to watch it. You could feel the song portray through what he was doing, and it was just so perfect, man. As in, the ending is exactly where it is, where he's abused us, but it feels like the waves are soaring, and he's going to make those thoughts strong in the light. He's going to come back to it. He's going to go up and up and up. He's going to ignore those thoughts. He's going to throw his depression away. He's going to destroy it all. He's going to let that depression, that darkness that's swallowed by the night, to get swallowed and destroyed, and just to make everything die, to finally let the light reign within his own mind, and just to have that comfort, that thought, that depression just to lift just that little bit, to fight back, just to do that. And people do that. This is the things people deal with on a daily basis. This is the fight they go through. Just try to get that little bit of light, just to get through this day of depression, this next day of depression, just to get through that process, just to get through all of that. And that is why this type of music is so powerful and amazing, and one of my favourite genres of music in the entire world, because honestly, what is more powerful than fucking this kind of atmospheric black metal, this kind of doom, this kind of gothingness, this kind of... It just shows human emotion at its rawest, at its purest, our darkest, most deepest, sinister thoughts just brought to mind, brought to flesh, brought to songs and music, just to help us fight, to help us battle back, to help us get further on in our lives, and to help us get through all of the awful shit we have to deal with just within our own minds, never mind on the outside world. Either way, I hope you guys enjoyed, man. This was such a great song. I've been so hyped ever since this song started, man. It hasn't felt like 17 minutes since I started this fucking video. Either way, probably won't be that long when it's edited down, by the way. Have a wonderful day, evening, or night. And I will catch you guys in the very next video. Until then, take it easy.